Breaking off the affair. Nowadays so many young people go steady with several persons before entering a relationship that leads to marriage that it becomes important for both sexes to learn how to break off with a steady when the time comes. Since terminating a relationship that has been meaningful is apt to be painful, the considerate boy or girl wants to know how to break things off without hurting the other person. After all, she has invested the best months of her life in me, and I don't want to hurt her now, says a college boy. Avoiding each other. There are some men who simply break off a relationship abruptly and finally by not seeing a girl again. Such a fellow makes his actions talk for him. He stays away. He does not call the girl. He avoids the places they used to frequent together. He sometimes goes out of town without leaving her a forwarding address. Or he is seen about town with another girl or with a group of fellows. By this time the girl realizes that they are not going steady anymore. A girl may not be quite as successful in this approach, because her boyfriend is accustomed to coming to her residence, where she finds it difficult to avoid him. Even if she could, she might not want to break off this abruptly. A girl is more apt to taper off gradually in breaking up with a steady. Young people who are sensitive of others' feelings realize that breaking off abruptly is unnecessarily harsh and hurtful. A thoughtful boy would rather part on good terms with his former girlfriend than drop her suddenly. A girl would rather hear directly from a fellow that things are over between them than learn it from gossip mongers. She's humiliated if others are aware before she is that she's no longer going steady. And she's miserable during that period of uncertainty when she is no longer sure of her status. Discussing the break. Unfortunately, many a girl can't keep from going into long agonizing discussions of how washed up we are. She may torment the boy with embarrassing questions such as, "What did I do to lose your love?" She may beg him to reconsider and take her back again. Such fanning of dead ashes rarely makes a relationship burst into flame again. On the contrary, it usually makes the break even more necessary for the boy and more difficult for the girl. Some couples find that they can discuss their relationship without rancor, and decide in a friendly fashion that it's time to break up. They try to understand what led up to their break so that the experience can give them insight. Sometimes such a couple end up as friends. Easing off. An increasing number of young people seem to have such good rapport with each other that they can sense when their friendship should shift to another basis. These are usually mature individuals who have learned that friendships change as one develops, and that not all relationships last indefinitely. A boy and girl can recognize that although their friendship has been something special, with changed feelings and interests it has become pointless. Then it is that they can break off mutually without hurting one another. These are the young people who often can help each other get back into circulation again after the breakup. Returning to the social world is a difficult step for many boys and for most girls, regardless of whether the end of the affair was painful or easy.